Texas Governor Greg Abbott joins us now from Austin. Governor, thank you so much for joining us. I know you got a lot going on, too. I was watching you last night, and you were saying to your people in the state of Texas, those of you in harm's way, get out of harm's way. Did they pay attention to you? Did they listen?
You know, they did. We had well over 5,000, maybe as many as 10,000 people who evacuated. An early report, which may be premature, but as of now, we have no reports of loss of life. We do have search and rescue teams going throughout the entire area as we speak, looking to see if there's anybody who needs to be rescued. But because so many people did evacuate, especially from the Beaumont, Port Arthur, Orange area, it probably means that we were able to escape this devastating storm without a loss of life.
Oh, I hope that continues. You know, yesterday we heard the experts saying an unsurvivable storm surge. I'd never even heard that phrase before, and it gave me chills. Was it as bad there as they had predicted?
Well, early on, it looked like the Beaumont-Port Arthur area may be taking the brunt of the storm. Over the past 6 hours before the storm came across shore, it moved a little bit more on the Louisiana side, so it did not turn out as bad as was earlier anticipated. However, even as we're speaking right now, the storm continues to rip through East Texas, and so Texans are in danger as we speak right now, and they need to continue to take cover as tornadoes and heavy storms are ripping through there. East Texas has many tall trees, and many of which have been downed already. People need to be very vigilant still as we're speaking.
Tall trees in Texas. Everything's big in Texas. I'm not surprised to hear that. But how is COVID affecting your efforts? Because I was hearing reports that people are afraid to go to shelters because they're afraid of COVID. Do you have enough shelters? And what is the situation with COVID in the shelters?
The good news is we have abundant shelters. One thing that we learned from Hurricane Hannah that came through Texas last month is the best way for people to shelter in a hurricane during COVID is not in the large shelters, but instead in hotel rooms where families can isolate together without exposing themselves to others. And we occupied thousands upon thousands of hotel rooms across the entire region where people were able to evacuate to. And so right now it's looking pretty good. I know in the aftermath of Hurricane Hannah, there was actually a reduction in the number of people who tested positive for COVID-19. We hope the same occurrence will happen here.
Governor, it's Anthony Mason. I'm curious how soon you think you'll be able to get emergency crews out to the scenes there. And then did you in Texas get the same sort of initial reports that the storm surge was not as bad as originally feared?
So we have rescue crews that are operating as we speak right now. They were pre-positioned. Hurricanes, unfortunately, I guess, are something that we're accustomed to dealing with, and we were well prepared in advance. Those rescue teams are involved right now making sure that they're restoring power, restoring and protecting lives, and we are already going to begin the rebuilding process. One reason why we're able to move so quickly is because the storm surge was not as bad as was initially anticipated.
All right, Governor Abbott, thanks so much for being with us.